a dusty village surrounded by dry hills lived a hardworking man named Kael, his 10-year-old son Elian, and a gray donkey named Barnaby. Kael was a man who measured his life by the weight of the stones he carried. He had one grand dream: to build a massive, beautiful stone mansion on the very top of the highest mountain. He believed that once this great house was finished, he and his son would finally be respected, happy, and free. He believed that in the future, they would have all the time in the world to enjoy life. Every morning, before the sun even touched the sky, Kael would load heavy gray stones onto Barnaby's back. The donkey would lower his head, accept the heavy weight, and begin the long, slow walk up the mountain path. Little Elian would walk beside them. Elian did not care about a giant stone mansion. He was a boy, and his heart was full of the present moment. One warm afternoon, as they were walking up the path, they passed a beautiful, bright green valley. There was a cool, sparkling river flowing through it, and the trees were full of sweet red apples. Other children from the village were swimming in the water, laughing and playing in the sun. Barnaby the donkey stopped walking. He looked at the soft green grass and the cool water. He was tired, and he just wanted to rest for a moment and eat a sweet apple. Elian pulled his father's shirt. "Father, look!" Elian smiled brightly. "Can we stop, just for 1 hour? I want to swim in the river, and Barnaby looks so tired. Let him eat some grass." Kael frowned and shook his head. He pulled the donkey's rope hard. "Come on, Barnaby, keep moving," Kael said sharply. He looked down at his son. "Elian, we do not have time for games today. Building a grand house takes all our time. If we stop to play now, we will never finish. But I promise you, when the mansion is built, we will come down to this river and play all day long. Just wait for the future." Elian looked back at the laughing children with sad eyes. Barnaby let out a quiet sigh and continued carrying the heavy stones up the dusty path. This did not happen just one time. It became the rule of their lives. When there was a festival in the village with music and dancing, Elian begged to go. Kael said, "Not today. We have to carry the stones. We will dance tomorrow." When Barnaby's legs started to shake from the heavy weight, Kael would say, "Just a little further, old friend. Soon you will rest in a golden stable." Years passed like sand falling through fingers. The seasons changed from hot summers to freezing winters over and over again. The pile of stones on the mountain slowly turned into tall walls, then into grand rooms, and finally into a magnificent mansion. But Kael was so focused on building his perfect future that he never looked closely at the present. He did not notice that Elian was no longer a little boy pulling on his shirt. Elian had grown into a tall, quiet young man who no longer asked his father to play. He did not notice that Barnaby's gray fur had turned completely white, his back had permanently bent under the weight, and his breathing was heavy and painful. Finally, the great day arrived. Kael placed the very last stone on the roof of the mansion. It was huge, strong, and perfect. Kael dropped his tools. He wiped the sweat from his old, wrinkled face and smiled a massive smile. He felt wonderful. He had done it. He finally had time to live. "Elian!" Kael shouted, running down the grand stairs. "Where are you? The house is finished. We can finally go to the river. We can finally go to the festivals. We have all the time in the world." But when Kael found Elian, the young man was not smiling. Elian was standing by the door with a packed bag on his shoulder. "Where are you going?" Kael asked, his smile freezing. "The work is done. It is time to be happy." Elian looked at his father with sad, cold eyes. "I am leaving, father. I am going to the city to find my own life. You built a beautiful house, but you never built a life with me. When I was a boy, all I wanted was 1 hour by the river with you. But you always pushed me into tomorrow. Now, my childhood is gone. I do not want to live in this stone house. It is cold." Without looking back, Elian walked out the door and down the mountain path. Kael's heart shattered. He felt a terrible panic in his chest. He ran outside to the courtyard to find his loyal donkey. "Barnaby!" Kael cried out, tears filling his eyes. "Elian is gone, but we still have each other. Come, my friend. I will take all your heavy ropes off. I will take you down to the green valley. You can eat the sweet red apples all day long." Kael found Barnaby lying on the hard stone ground in the corner of the courtyard. Kael ran to him and fell to his knees. He reached out to stroke the donkey's head, but Barnaby did not move. His tired eyes were closed. His chest was still. The loyal donkey had carried the heavy stones for his master's future until his own time had completely run out. Kael was left completely alone. He sat on the ground of his massive, empty, perfect mansion, surrounded by beautiful, cold stones. He had traded all the warm, golden moments of his life just to build a house that nobody wanted to live in. We make a terrible mistake with time. We treat it like money that we can put in a bank and save for later. We carry the heavy stones of our ambition, our stress, and our work, telling ourselves that one day we will finally drop the weight and enjoy life. We tell our children, our friends, and our own souls to wait for tomorrow. But time does not wait. Time flows like a river, and it never flows backward. A donkey only knows the weight he is carrying today. A child only knows the love they are feeling today. They understand the secret that we adults forget. The future is a dream, and the past is a memory. The only real life you have is happening right now. Look at the people around you. Do not tell them you will have time for them tomorrow. Do not wait for the perfect house, the perfect job, or the perfect moment to start living. Put down your heavy stones today. Go to the river. Eat the apple. Because one day, you will finish building your perfect future, only to realize that the people you wanted to share it with are already gone.